I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go. No matter what level I reach, I promise to hold it close. Ain't gotta tell me this hitting different, man, I already know. How are you claiming we had a baby, we ain't never spoke? I don't be out here with random women on the road. They want a DNA test to prove it, I'm like, here you go. I could've saved you a bunch of time and told you the results. Looking for hush money from me, you ain't gon' get it though. Historic, rain on my parade, I keep walking and ignore it. Just part of the game, yeah, it comes with the territory. It's just another day, man, I'm used to it downpouring. It's nothing. If I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Do not need no introduction. Style my own, can't no one touch it. Became what they said I couldn't. Mediocre, that won't cut it. Life is a gift, I wanna live it to the fullest while I can. Why would I not wanna know my days in this game are numbered? Might as well enjoy the few years that I do have left. Who knows when I'ma write my last verse? I've been to hell and back ever since that first EP came out with all I have on it. I've been giving all I have, wasn't really prepared for the pain I was gonna have to go through to get to the end result that I knew I wanted. Hoped I would make an impact in rap. Has that been insane? Yes, but it was worth it. I can't imagine if I would've gave up and just turned my back on this music. Where would I be now? Don't know how I would've made it out from underneath that rainy cloud. Had my doubts, yes, but that's how I found my true purpose. If my surface looks great, who cares if underneath I'm hurting? If there's one thing I've learned in my life, it's that life is uncertain. Getting burned is unavoidable, isn't it? Ain't a person alive that hasn't been a victim of being lied to. We're all hypocrites, giving our 2 cents but not listening. All living in our own world, thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter is a closed mind is the mind of an idiot. Don't believe that's true? Well, open it.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man, then black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. I'ma keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my feng shui. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights. Hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the crowd going, they be like.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today it all starts, the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Pacheco once again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 55 yards. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Ready. 19, 18. 18 Cardinal.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
60
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. On the move past the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. First and 10, here's Pacheco. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. Touchdown! Rashee Rice. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready, set. Past the 60, past the 60. Let's go.
Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down. Richardson out of the shotgun. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Richardson going to change the play here. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. as they've got it with a third down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Richardson. And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. Joshua Williams drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The tight end in motion right. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And some room to work. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. 140 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Chiefs 21, Colts 3.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go. than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
79 Broncos. Hey.
Richardson lets one go downfield for Pierce. And it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing the ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 9-yard line.
Attack!
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
That's a gain of 3.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mahomes going to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Still fighting for more. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Nick Bolton, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are.
Under pressure, they got him again. A final shot before the half. Richardson lets one go downfield for Pierce. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This is fielded at the 27. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on it, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Past the 20. Down the right sideline. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, 45 yards. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. And CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there. Just kind of hoping something good can happen. A completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 167 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the 2nd round. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Again, it's Pacheco. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Rig alert! Rig alert! Let's go!
From the shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another fourth down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10. Now Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Mahomes now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now second and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Touchdown! Rashee Rice with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Richardson looking to throw this. Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
On Sunday. Attack! Hey, yo, go gun.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. And quickly they get to the line.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come back!
On first down, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And
a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A run by Pacheco on second down.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Pacheco.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just...
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
23 yards on the play.
A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team...
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Leo Chanel able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Here's Richardson to throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Rig!
Richardson looking to throw.
And now here is another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go street. Go.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now here's Mahomes. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 24-yard line.
Richardson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Kwity Paye